Looking for Madden 22 Ultimate Team coins? AOEAH.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the marketplace. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. Oh, what's up YouTube? It's Duke back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and I'm very excited for today's Madden 22 video. So if the news of the GOAT, Tom Brady, the absolute GOAT, retiring, I wanted to do a video on the greatest, best play in Madden of all time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that there's a play in the game this year for Madden 22 that's the best play, the most effective play I've ever seen in Madden. And I've been playing Madden like competitively since the early 2000s. So, I've been playing Madden at a high level for a long time, and I've truly never seen a play this good in the game that is so hard to stop. I want to get your guys' feedback and opinions on, if you agree with me, disagree, what you guys think is the best play in the game, or the best play in Madden ever. So I'm going to be explaining in this video why I think this specific play is so good, and I'm going to show you guys the meta setup that all the pros are currently using at this point of the year that's basically impossible to defend. If you've watched the MCS recently, you'll see people spamming this play 3-4 times in a row and nobody could stop it. But before we do that, I do want to remind you guys, if you enjoy my YouTube content, I do daily Madden 22 videos from tips, gameplays, and news. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop us a like on the video, comment, turn your notifications on. All those things help me out greatly as a content creator. But as no surprise, we are going to be looking at the gun bunch. You can find this in many playbooks. Personally, I like the Raiders offensive playbook. And we're going to be looking at the play verticals. And this play has been run all year long, many different ways. I'm going to show you guys right now, like what I said is, I think this specific way to run this play is the best play in Madden history, honestly. And it's just impossible to defend. So let's break down what is so good about this play and why I think it's the best in the history of Madden. So first of all, you do always want to have your bunch on the wide side of the field. That's just better for our spacing. Now, one of the big keys that makes this play so good is it's just all you really have to do is one hot route. So that lets you quick snap the defense, and they're not going to be able to get a million adjustments in. So that right there is key. I feel like anytime you're talking about a really good play, quick snapping is big because that prevents the time of the defense to set up exotic blitzes or coverages. So if you're enjoying my YouTube content, I highly recommend you check out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium Madden 22 content. I have eBooks, offensive and defensive schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault. This content is available for both current and next gen, so no matter what system you play on, we got you guys covered. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This gives you access to the entire site, every tip, every ebook, plus the meta reports for only $19.99. I'll post a link to it in the description and the comments. Make sure to check it out for the best tips and content available at the best price anywhere. So that one hot route we're going to do, or one adjustment setup, whatever you want to call, step, is the hot route the running back on a wheel route. Now, I'm going to show you guys why each of these routes is so good on this play. Literally every single route is very good on this play. You have, like I said, 5 legit options that at any time can get open. But just to quickly break it down. So this wheel route basically eliminates cover 2. Most of the time in previous Maddens, you would need a pull route like a streak or something to take away the safety to allow this wheel route to get open. Well, that's not the case this year. I mean, you don't need any route but the wheel route to get behind cover 2. And if you have a good receiver here, this also will beat man coverage pretty consistently. Especially lately, I've been noticing my wheels are getting wide open on man coverage. So this one route makes it basically impossible to play cover 2 on the bunch side of the field. Even if you zone drop to 30, it's still going to get open. So then we have this crossing route. This crossing route basically eliminates every defense in the game, just about. There's a few advanced adjustments that will slow it down, but they're not common, and they're not common knowledge, and they're not even easy to do. But this will beat, with a good receiver again, will beat man coverage, and it will beat every coverage in the game because it goes past the 30-yard zone drop. You can only zone drop 30 yards. So if you zone drop any sort of zone to 30 yards, it's still running behind it. And then because we have this streak will take away any deep zone on that side of the field. So the streak isn't like huge, but it's more of a pull route. Like I said, the pull coverage away to allow both actually the wheel route to the running back and the seam, or not seam, but slot crossing route to get open. But I will say, if they want to press you and you have you should have fast receivers and they don't leave any safeties over the top, this can be a one-play touchdown. So then we have the tight end seam wheel. Guys, you should know this year that seam wheels are basically impossible to defend. If you get good at lowballing them, even when they look covered, even in man coverage, even with acrobats, you can complete this pretty much every time. One of the most annoying routes in the game. And the thing that's so cool about this specific setup is that even though our outside wheel route to our receiver, Patrick is supposed to design to get open himself against certain coverages, he initially acts like a flat to where he'll pull the flat defenders out to the sideline, allowing the seam wheel to the tight end get open. And finally, we have the running back wheel route. Again, a lot of people don't know this, but yes, while there's certain running back wheel routes in the game that are very, very hard to stop, that are like a little bit different than the hot routed wheel routes, such as the wheel routes that a lot of people use from like, say, mesh spot, hot routed running back wheel routes are also basically impossible to stop. They get in between the coverages, and especially because we have a streak over here, you don't always need someone to pull the flat away. This is another option that can get wide open. So let's just go through everything really quickly here and show you guys what I mean. So here's cover 2, and as you guys see, you don't even need, and I got hit as I just threw the ball. So now that I kind of explained all that, let's start with cover 2. Again, all you do is wheel route the running back out of the backfield. That is it. And you guys are noticing here, you need no pull route. This wheel route is getting open over the top for an easy big gain. Now, in my opinion, what makes a play so good and why I consider this the best play of all time is it beats every coverage in the game with multiple routes. It beats people that want to drop everyone back in coverage. And it beats the blitz at the same time without having to block anybody. It also has explosive gains to where you can get big yardage, just as you saw there, but also has quick checkdowns, like, to throw the wheel routes quickly. So it has everything. Not many times in a game will you be able to find a play that literally has everything. See, look again. We're not just talking about, there's not many times in a game of Madden where you can find a play that literally has an option to beat everything. I mean, it's very, very rare. So again, this is cover 2 again, and I actually forgot to put the wheel route out to the running back. But you guys can see again, that crossing route, even though I got a terrible throw, is going to get behind that cloud flat every single time. Now, of course, people are just going to try to man you up, right? Oh, well, yeah, let's man up. That does not work either, because obviously, yes, the crossing route gets open too. But like I said, with the seam wheels to the tight end, look at that. I mean, granted, remember, I have the Broncos in this video, so I don't really have good personnel. But still, look how covered that looked. But I know that once it cuts upfield, if you lowball it, as soon as it kind of gets a little separation or inside position, they're never going to react to this. It's very sad that the game is this way, but yes, this is how the game is. Yeah, they're not reacting. And the same thing goes to the running back. And the running back is big because he gets open on pretty much everything too. So, like, they might say, oh, well, I'm just going to play cover 3 on you. And, well, okay. I mean, you can play cover 3 on me, but look, as soon as my running back gets inside position, I'm just going to throw that wheel route every time, and you're not defending it. Now, the thing about this is, yes, you just saw cover 2, cover 3, and man coverage, right? But I wasn't really blitzing. You would think that if someone ran a blitz that, that would be a way you could stop this play. But once again, it's really not, because, if you blitz me, all I have to do is throw to one of 3 receivers very quickly. So I'm either throwing to my running back, my tight end, or my crossing route. And that's just basically on the user. So right here, they don't guard the running back, bam. Super easy, right? It's basically on the user. Now, if they did play a hard flat, maybe that would have taken the running back away initially. But still, once he cuts inside of the hard flat, you can still throw that. So, like, let's say that they say, okay, well, like, I'm going to take my user, and I'm going to go guard the running back. Okay, do that. But as soon as you do that, then you're getting beat right down the pipe with my crossing route. You see what I mean? And, that's not it either. let's say that maybe they don't know what to do, right? At this point, maybe they man the running back up. Well, and then they try to guard the crossing route themselves. I don't know. Like, you can still throw the running back route even when manned up, to be honest. But maybe that's what they try. Okay, let's see how that works. So they're going to try to man the running back up, guard the crossing route. And, well, now you just throw the seam to the tight end. So you guys can clearly see you can't blitz this play either. This play, and again, I have the Broncos. Like, it's not like they have good personnel to do this. With subpar players, I've literally just beat every defense out there in multiple different ways with one hot route. And most of these plays, other than checking down to the wheel routes, and I mean, when I say wheel routes, running back and tight end, they're huge plays. Like, they could be touchdowns. They're not just cheap yardage. The wheel route to the receiver, that can also be a touchdown too. So when I think about very, very good plays in Madden recently, we could talk about stretch in the year where everyone ran the ball every play. But it came to a point of that year where, once armbar was no longer a thing, and then, like, Nasty Streak made stretch really good too for a while. Once those abilities were taken out and not so effective anymore, stretch got to a point after that where, it was still good, but it wasn't very dominant, I would say. This play requires no abilities. So that's why I think this would be better than, say, something like stretch that year. If we're talking, a long, long time ago, when we get back into, like, the days when I started to play Madden, there were plays like, I don't know if anyone played Madden this long ago, but there's a play called twin fades where people would basically, it was called jetpacking, just throw essentially fade routes and just click onto the receiver and jump 100 yards in the air and just, 100 yards in the air, just get crazy animations that the defense couldn't defend. I don't really consider that to be the same thing as this because, again, that's just really a user catch. That's not the play itself. So let me know what you guys think. I think this is a pretty interesting debate. I really do think this is the best play I've seen in Madden ever as far as just how good it is and how easily it beats every defense. I would love to see what you guys think. So in the comments, let me know, in your opinion, is this the best play in Madden ever? Is it the hardest play you've ever had to defend in Madden? What do you guys think? Let me know. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm